Now, calling all animal fans and turtle lovers, you can help the Mississippi Aquarium crew by adopting one or maybe a few of these very important turtles and help them out. And joining us today is Dr. Delaune. She's the Vice President of Veterinary Services and Research at the Mississippi Aquarium, and she's here to tell us more. Hey, Dr. Delaune.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing well. Now, I know we were supposed to talk last week, and I'm glad we didn't, because now we get to talk about the historic snows that you guys experienced at the Mississippi Aquarium that you never would have before we get to the turtle talk. So what was it like there, seeing it all covered in snow?
It was something I never thought I'd see, all of these animals with snow, and we had to do a lot of preparation beforehand to bring those that can't handle these temperatures inside to shelter. So it was incredible, and I got to build a snowman and show it to our dolphins. They seemed pretty impressed.
If they're looking at SuperTalk TV, Dr. Delaune, there's a great picture of the dolphins jumping with snow flurries and snow in the background when you can see the beaches as well. And it's just one of those things that, it's mesmerizing because it's just a paradox. You don't think that you're going to see those things. I think my favorite was the otters playing in the snow, Dr. Delaune. So did some animals just really, welcome it and not have any problem with the change in temperature? They kind of enjoyed it?
Yeah, it seems like it was pretty enriching for a lot of our animals, especially, like you said, the otters. They were sliding down the hill, and they'd shove their little noses in the snow and come up with white noses and white whiskers. And then, some of our duck species were out in the little pond feeling pretty happy, it seemed. And then the dolphins, their enclosure, their pool is heated, so they don't feel the cold air unless, until they come up to the surface. But they seem to enjoy all of the trainers and people here at the aquarium taking care of them doing crazy things in the snow.
Well, I think it was just something for the record books, and how cool for you guys to get to see that, but also how cool for what you get to do on an everyday basis, and especially when it comes to turtles. I'm a turtle lover, Dr. Delaune. I had one growing up. I don't know if that's the right or wrong thing to do, but he was a little three-legged turtle that we took refuge at our house for many, many years, and so I have a soft spot in my heart for those little shelled creatures. And you guys do a lot of work there at the Mississippi Aquarium around turtle research and to help turtles. So tell us about these very important turtles, these VIPs, or VITs, should I say?
Yeah, VITs this year. They're we did our Taylor Swift era theme on the turtles, so they all have a Taylor Swift themed name because it seems that was very popular this year. So these turtles are Kemp's Ridley sea turtles, and they are actually found here in the Gulf, but then they travel up the eastern seaboard to follow the food. And when they're up in the northeast, like around Cape Cod area, the waters get really cold. And if it happens really quickly, a lot of them get cold stunned, which means they're reptiles. So their metabolism shuts down and they're prone to respiratory infections, bone infections, and they just don't digest food quite as well. So rescue centers up there in the northeast take the turtles in, and then sometimes they have hundreds of turtles, like over 800, I think, this year. And so they need other places to take them. So we're one of those places, and we have volunteer pilots from this company called Turtles Fly 2, and they bring the turtles down here to Mississippi. We take them in, do full exams, start each one of them on a full treatment plan, monitor their progress, and then when the water temperatures are warm enough here and the turtles are healthy enough here, we get to release them right here off our beaches.
How fun. How many turtles have you guys been able to rehabilitate and send back out into Mother Nature, Dr. Delaune, from the Mississippi Aquarium?
Oh, I should have had my numbers in front of me,
okay.
But I know that we have taken in I know we've released over 100 turtles so far. I don't know the exact numbers. That's bad that I don't have it in my head, but it's a lot. And this year we took in 60 alone this year. So most of them do end up recovering. Some take much longer than others. Like before the snowstorm, we were able to get one of the turtles that had been stranded 2 years ago and had a very long course of pneumonia. That turtle was finally healthy enough to be released, and she got released off the shores of Louisiana in warmer water. So Usually we get to release them around March, starting the first wave, the healthier ones, and then it continues pretty much all through the summer as they get healthy.
Over 100 is still a big deal, and the fact you guys have 60 there to take care of is a lot of turtles, and you need our help. So y'all have got an interesting way for us to be able to help you guys there at the Mississippi Aquarium, and we get to adopt a couple of the turtles, one or a few. Tell us about this program. How can we help you guys help the turtles?
Yes, so it takes a lot of money because we provide them clean salt water. We provide them really good seafood, vitamins. A lot of them are on medications for a really long time and fluids, and we test their blood all the time and we perform x-rays. So all of it costs a lot of money and time. And so we started an Adopt a Turtle program last year where it's just you don't get to take the turtle home. It's just a
Darn.
You probably wouldn't want these turtles at your home for a long time anyway. They get a little bit stinky sometimes. So you get a certificate showing that you've adopted one of our turtles, and then you get updates about how the turtle's doing, and you get notice when they're going to be released. And all of our releases, we invite the public to come so they'll be able to see possibly their turtle that they adopt get released. And we have a lot of really good candidates this year for adoption. Some have massive shell injuries. Some have some bone fractures. So they're definitely going to be here a long time, and we could definitely use all the support that people want to give us. And we would be so appreciative of it because that will help our costs with rehabbing these turtles.
What a cool kind of thing to do with your kids. That's what I'm thinking about, Dr. Delaune, because no, I don't want another turtle as a pet. I had a wonderful experience as a kid, but you're right. They can smell a little kind of like a fish tank, but also they deserve to be in their own habitat. As I grew, I better appreciate keeping animals happy where they are in their own habitat. But to learn about it, too, so with the updates, these via email, do you kind of get to see photos of your adopted turtle, maybe learn a little bit along the way as well?
Yeah, so if you go on our website now, I believe it's the website that you just spoke about in the beginning, and you can select, we have pictures of all of the turtles that we currently have in rehab with their names and their numbers, and they have little descriptions on how much they weigh, what their primary health problems are, and we try to update it as much as possible, but we only have 3 people working on in the vet program here with these rehab turtles, and we take care of them, plus all the animals at the aquarium as well. So it's a lot. But as we get them healthier and they get off medications, we update them, and then we update the website, and people can kind of follow along with their turtles. So it's a really cool thing to watch them heal and get healthy and get released out into the Gulf.
And I did read, too, where the first 50 turtle sponsors are entered into to win a VIP experience at one of our turtle releases. And you guys would have reserved seating, a turtle plush, and special friendship bracelet. How sweet is that?
Yeah.
And more. Are y'all able to track or keep up with the turtles once they're released, or do you really just turn it back over to Mother Nature?
A little yes and a little no. So the turtles are tagged with a microchip, similar to that we use for dogs and cats. So it has a number, and anytime a turtle is found on a beach or sick out in the ocean, rescuers have a machine to tag it to scan it to see if it's been tagged before. And if so, there's a big giant database that we can go back and see where that turtle was originally taken in and rehabbed and released. If they're a little bit larger, they can get tags on their flippers, like little earrings that you can visually see. And then there are capabilities to track turtles using satellite tags and radio tags and stuff like that. But these turtles are a little on the small side, and those machines are a little on the large side. And you have to have special permits for them. You can't just tag all the turtles you want because we want to be sure we're not adding another obstacle to their recovery. So we don't track them in real time, but they're all marked so that if they're found later, we can kind of track their history back.
Well, I think this is cool, Dr. Delaune. What a fun job that you guys, that you have there at the Mississippi Aquarium. What great work you're doing. Encourage folks to go to the website, look up the turtles' names, pick one, adopt one, and help be part of the process of getting them back out to Mother Nature. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
All righty. You guys stick with us. We got more good for you coming up next.